Hello everyone, it's me again, GW Fan the Softcore Brony, and I'm on a boat on Let's Play My Little Pony RPG, The Elements of Harmony. Anyway, you'll probably recognize from last time that I'm going in the direction of Ponyville again. And besides the fact that I actually do want to rest up at Twilight's house before I go too much further, there is something else in this direction I want to do, so I'm going to rest up real quick and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I suppose I could have just started over here in Ponyville, but anyway. Now that we have a boat, we have access to a number of places. Not quite the whole world, though, because most of the world's surrounded by mountains. So we want to just kind of hug the coast to find our next location that, not exactly optional. Eventually we're going to have to come over here, but there's something I want to get as long as this place is available to us, which is in this little crevice right here. There's nothing to the east, and north just wraps right around the mountains and comes right back over here. So, yeah, well, there's some yellowish grass. Well, that was a much better showing of what the fairy can do. I've been muted, or at least one of my important members has been muted. Well, I'll get plenty of aids later eventually anyway, so I'm fine with Rainbow Dash being silenced for the moment, and Applejack doesn't even matter. So, yeah, we just want to wrap around over here. Keep this place in mind, this location over here in mind. We will have to come here eventually, as far as the plot's concerned. Oh, there he is! Another enemy that we could have met, except only in singles. We're meeting two ogres, which are more or less the most powerful enemy around at the moment. So you can see they have 500 HP. They're also weak to ice, which I want to do with Twilight, and they're affected by stun. I think, actually, yeah, I do want to. These guys are kind of strong. Well, I can't use magic. So, yeah, attack. I also want to try to poison this other ogre, since there's two of them. Yeah, rare. Well, they are a little strong. But, yeah, I'll just go for it. Ow. Jerk. And these are probably... Thanks a lot. Yeah, these are the... Darn it. Strongest ogres that we can... Or the fastest ogres that we're going to meet in the game. Because by the time we meet most of the other ones, we'll probably be faster. Alright, poison him. And it takes away 10% of their HP. Wow. Wait, 10? Or is it... Well... Yeah, that's 10%. Anyway. Almost dead. So's Rarity, unfortunately. Wait. Oh, Pinky's has that damage from the fairy. Okay. Anyway. Rarity, don't die on me, please. Don't kill Rarity. Thank you. You know what? I don't want Twilight to go right now. She, darn it. AJ? Darn it. Oh, well. Look at that. Twilight's finally doing good damage, but only because she's getting, or this guy's weak to that. Anyway. Oh. Yeah, Rarity's healing also kind of sucks right now, but it'll get much better in the near future. Well, not immediately, but, you know, in relatively near future. Actually, is it in the next town? Oh, now I can't even remember. Anyway, I better heal again, because... Yikes. Go Fluttershy. Boom! Thanks for going last, Rarity, or close to it. Anyway, these guys are worth the most money around, and every variation of ogre is worth a lot of money. So whenever you meet them, you're going to want to... Oh, we're also worth some pretty good items there, too, I suppose. Oh, good, we leveled up! Yay! But yeah, they're also, what was I going to say? Yeah, they're, you're pretty much always going to want to fight them because they're worth lots of money. And, take notice of that cave right there. That's another place we have access to right now that's totally optional. I'll show you how to get there momentarily. But first, we got this cave here. That does not lead to a dwarven village in this game. I mean, I don't think there would be dwarves in Equestria, but there is this kind of strange cloaked figure around here. Explosives, huh? Oh, okay, random stranger. I'll keep that in mind. Now, there's nothing else really in this cave except for this hole in the wall, which a squirrel apparently is in. And Fluttershy says the same thing she said to the snake, so, you know what that means. Yeah, Fluttershy releases the squirrel, and for doing so, apparently it joins her something, or decides it likes her or something. So Fluttershy learns Squirrel, her next ability in the game, which is a really nice one, probably her best one at this point. Raises the speed of a single pony. That'll be very useful in boss fights. So anyway, I'm going to get back to the boat. So I'll meet you back at the boat. Alrighty, it's a bit of a long ways around there, so we're just gonna go south. Huh. Say, what's this place? Huh. What a lonely little island. Not many trees around either. Huh. Well, this place can't possibly be important for anything at any point in the game, right? Anyway, continuing on our journey, you'll notice that this place right here is blocked up by rocks, and we can't get to this town yet. But also, once again, hugging the coast and kind of a long way around. Doo-doo. I love the music in this game. It seems so perfect in 16-bit format or MIDI format or whatever you'd call it. I love it when that happens. That's basically the game loading something or something like that. But yeah, loading the map. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of funny when that happens. There's not really anything you can really do with it. But going into this little crevice right here, there's that brown, yellowish, whatever color grass again. And here's that cave that we just saw. And there's where we just were. And coming up into here, hey, it's another one of those brown chests. And like all of them, they contain Derpy's muffins, the first of 10. She never told us how many there were, but yeah, we've got to find 10, which are strewn throughout the game. Those other two caves that I've been to already, the one behind the, that chest behind the odd letters, or you know, that door with the odd letters, and that one behind the clouds, those are also muffins. So those will be among the last we'll be able to collect, though. Otherwise, well, there is one more muffin you technically could go for right now, but, well, you know what? Let me get to the tippy here. I'll save real quick. And, yeah, this file. And, I'll show you, which is just up north, a place that we, you know, I'll go to again eventually. But, right now, you're probably not going to want to do what I'm doing right now. Especially since Rainbow Dash is silenced, that's going to be a problem. Not that it's really that important, but, you know, for now. Let's see. I love that. Yeah, well, this is the most southwesternmost continent. And this is a little canal that's in it. If you look at the world map that's provided with the game, it's somewhere in the files, you know, you'll see this little place. And you'll also see, coming up around here, this little place right here. And if you go inside, another muffin is right there. But notice how narrow this is? Well, if we take one step forward, we get into a predetermined battle against an enemy we're not going to meet for, like, what, 2 more dungeons from now. And he's pretty darn strong. 2,500 HP. And, yeah, he's, well, this guy is weak against fire, but I kind of want to use lock right now. Oh, when did you... Oh, I did do that in the against the fairy. Anyway, yeah, this isn't going to go well. What am I even trying to do this for? Oh, wow. Stunted the whole party. Why didn't that do any... I thought that did damage. Oh, no, wait. Maybe that's the other move. Never mind. Yeah, full party stun. But he's susceptible to stun. Squirrel agility. That's kind of how you're going to want it. Or, yeah, agility there. But, yeah, this guy is way too hard to beat right now. At least I think he is. I thought I used... No, I didn't use charge. Okay, yeah. I don't even know why I'm trying to fight him, but, Oh, boy. I suppose... Yeah. I suppose that's gonna work. Ooh. How much damage can AJ do to him? I wasn't even paying attention. Ooh, even she can't do that much damage. Well, that's double what she's able to do. Yeah, even if I could defeat this guy right now, I mean, maybe I could. But if we take one step further, we'll get into a fight against an even stronger dragon, and step above that, an even stronger one, and step above, right in front of the treasure chest, yet an even stronger dragon. One from the second to last dungeon in the game, in fact. So there's no way we're going to get this muffin right now. So I'm going to... What am I going to do? Yeah, that's every place we need to go to. That's every little optional place. So I'm going to meet you back in Philadelphia where we first got the boat. Alrighty, back in Philadelphia. We're just, to get on with the plot here, we're just going to go straight south. I think actually right over here, right? And eventually we're going to hit some land. There we go. And this little spot over here. And going just south... and a little bit to the west, there's a big town. This is the largest one in the game, which of course is Canterlot. All right, and I think all the guards do the same thing. Welcome to Canterlot. I like swords. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Anyway, big old fountain right in the middle of the town. Here, left is the shopping center, right's the residential, and north is Canterlot Castle itself. Hey, maybe we can check up on Princess Celestia while we're here. Hey, look! Lyra and Bonbon are over here. What do you... Oh. Of course. Say, how much does the inn cost, anyway? 80 bits. No way! I got a free bed back home. No way am I gonna ever stay here. Oh yeah, there's one new item that's available here. Yeah, aids were never available before. So yeah, this is the first time we can buy aids now if we need to, which are still kind of expensive. But as you can see, I don't have a lot of bits after everything that's transpired. We hit another town really soon after the last one. We didn't really, there was no dungeons or anything, so here in the armor shop, well, straight up armor shop, we actually have a new piece of armor we can buy for a ridiculous amount of money. There's no way you're going to afford this right now. And also for the first time we have access to accessories. There's several of them, some of the ones we can find in the game. Some of them much more important than others. We got fire here, increases defense against fire attacks, as it says. I think it's at least 50%, maybe a little more, actually. And then ice, same thing, except with ice, of course. Luck makes you immune to critical hits. I don't really care about that, honestly. It's not that important. Goggles protects against darkness. If I remember correctly, we can meet a really annoying monster that casts darkness in the next dungeon, so this could be useful, but I don't have enough bits right now. Defense, if you have some extra bits lying around, is useful for rarity at least to keep her alive, but maybe not right now or ever, perhaps, depending on how you play the game. If you really want to preserve your money. And lightning is just like fire and ice, except for lightning. Now, eventually, we're going to want to get 6 of fire, ice, and lightning, each of them, 6 each. But for right now, accessories are way too expensive. Don't worry about buying them, well, even for actually a while. Now, Boots is the weapon shop here, so there's some new weapons to buy. We got the shot again for Rainbow Dash. Stick is the only thing new for Pinkie Pie. We got a staff for Twilight and Rarity. It's relatively worthwhile in this case, even though you probably wouldn't consider giving Twilight any new weapons. Rarity will actually be a little bit stronger than Pinkie Pie at the moment, and Twilight will be almost as strong as her, so it is worthwhile. Iron, I definitely do want to spend some bits on to get Applejack stronger, and Tame is another one that I also want to get for Fluttershy because it'll make her quite a bit stronger as well. And that's pretty much all the bits I've got at my disposal at the moment. And I haven't even gotten to the spell shops yet, as if I could really afford these new spells. 1,000 bits, oh boy, yeah. We've hit a point where we cannot afford jack. But there are some pretty important spells here, including Fire 2, which is a much stronger version of Fire for Twilight there. Over 100 points of damage, multi-target spell. If you get no other spell from this town in the near future, get Fire 2. It's very useful in the near future. We also have Hold. This is a single target paralysis attack. Paralysis is a status that's essentially the same as stun, except it's permanent. And yes, even outside of battle, it's permanent. It's gonna suck when monsters finally start using paralysis on us. But I don't know. I don't really find it to be especially useful. Where most random encounters don't last long enough to really warrant using paralysis over stun, honestly. So I would forego this. I'm going to actually forego this spell. But eventually I am going to buy Fire 2 and Lightning 2, which is multi-target, much stronger lightning spell. Once Twilight gets either one or both of these spells, she is going to be your main pony. She's going to be doing the most damage to, well, for a good long while. And that's why you're going to want Oats, because that is just how you're going to just blaze through a number of dungeons in the game. Well, maybe not too easily, but much more easily than if you went without those spells, because otherwise, we got the white magic over here for rarity. Cure 2, much more effective healing spell. I guess it was in the near future. I thought maybe it was one town further. Anyway, yeah, much more effective cure spell. Over 100 HP at this point, I believe. Although, if I were to take any spell right now, it would be the heal spell, which is it has the same power as her regular Cure 1, but multi-target. So this will be useful in the relatively near future as well. And I am going to want to splurge on this eventually. Harm 2, this one I do like. This is a much stronger harm spell. Very effective against enemies weak to Holy as well. Not quite as strong as the Fire 2 and Lightning 2, but still very effective. I will want to get all three of these spells eventually. But for now, I can't afford it. And all clear, right? All clear. Yep. Anyway, that's all for the shopping district. I'll sell those other 2 weapons and equip stuff. Why not right now? Let's see. 40! Nice! That'll be good. And 28, that makes her almost as strong as Rainbow Dash. So Fluttershy is still pretty darn useful. Pinkie Pie is going to be useful for a little while at least, as far as attack goes. She's actually a little weak for this next dungeon, but she'll still be relatively useful. So anyway, coming over around here, the residential area is this way, although there's not really much of anything over here. You can't get in any of these doors. No, I don't. Yeah, none of these doors you can get into. But, hey, look, it's Dr. Hooves. Oh, they do, huh? Are you playing the music right now? Oh, apparently you're both. Okay, cool. Hey, the Kingdom Crusaders! Yeah, what's up with that? What are they doing in Canterlot? Actually, if you go back to Ponyville, they're all still there. Actually, was Scootaloo in... No, Scootaloo wasn't over there, was she? Oh, maybe this is the only place we can see Scootaloo. Huh. Dancing. Actually, that's not a bad idea, I suppose. At least it's not as crazy as some of their other ideas. I closed up the... Yeah, you're not making money while you're away. Don't worry. I wish we did get some money from Rarity's store. Yes. Alright. Yeah, that's all that's over here. Nothing further, and you can't get in any of the doors. So, that's all it's really the residential area's for. Just something you can do. You can see Scootaloo, I guess, since she's nowhere else in the world, if I recall. Do-do-do-do. Anyway, up this way. Sup, guards? Canterlot Castle! Oh, but Princess Celeste is being protected by a force field. Yeah, we're under high alert, but you're free to enter the castle. Anyway, over here, there's not really much to do in the castle, but as long as we're here, might as well talk to every pony. Oh, that's kind of a weird pony. I don't know who she is, and, well, she's actually not important at all, even though she kind of sounds strange. Honestly, she's really not. That's all she's going to do is just sit there and make super Cadence for some reason. Huh. Where is Cadence, anyway? I'm really digging the music in this game. Maybe a little too much. Book! But more importantly, Twilight's brother! Wait, what's wrong? What's going on? Well, at least it wasn't 3 years. Or was it 5 years? Anyway. Yeah, what's going on there? Huh. First time I played through the game, I thought it was that that pony making the soup, but it's not. I suppose it's not really a spoiler. Alright, let's do it. I don't think you have to actually talk to him to get the story going, do you? I've actually never tried going past without talking to him. I mean, this being my second time playing through the game and all. But, anyway, walking over this way, I suppose I could have maybe not made a little bit of a detour, but another door over here that we can walk into, and up here... Wait a minute. More spell shops? Yeah. Just like Final Fantasy 1, we get level 3 and level 4 magic in Canterlot, and holy crud, is it expensive. Oh, boy. Anyway, up here we got white magic. Mute 2 is a single target mute spell, but it's higher accuracy than the other one, so it could be much more useful against certain monsters, although I'm going to forego it as well, even if I did have enough money for it. Echo cures the mute status, which I guess it could be a little useful, but we're pretty much always going to have enough aids, because we really don't get muted all that often in the game. Honestly, it's kind of the least frequent status effect now that I think about it. Anyway, Fear. This is a spell I am going to want to get at some point. This is a multi-target defense down spell. Very nice for bosses. As always, I don't really care to use it in random encounters, but very, very useful for bosses. And then Pure. This is a single target spell. Heals the poison status. Poison isn't really too bad at the moment. I mean, we could buy 2,500 bits worth of the pure herb and have plenty for almost the rest of the game until we get to a much, much later dungeon where there's a certain annoying monster that can pretty much poison the whole party. You're going to meet it quite frequently there, and there's just no amount of pure herbs that can really match the cost that this pure spell. So we are going to want to pick that up before we get into that dungeon eventually. So, yeah. Anyway, in the black magic shop, we got some more important magic, or, well, one anyway. Confusion, it's multi-target confusion spell. I honestly don't care, just because Twilight's not really fast enough to really make effective use of status effects most of the time, and I never really did mess with confusion much anyway, so... Anyway. Fast, this is the same as Squirrel. It's a single target speed up ability. I suppose it could be useful, but as long as Fluttershy has Squirrel, I might as well let her do it. And plus, it'll actually give her something to do during a portion of the mid-game when she kind of becomes a bit less useful for a while. Anyway, the only spell I really like for level 4 Black Magic is Ice 2, which, you know, next upgrade, multi-target, much more powerful ice spell. This will be very cool later on, not so much right now. And then Sleep 2, single target sleep spell, except much higher accuracy than the other one. This spell, I'm may come back for eventually because of, well, something I'm going to have to try later on. I'm not sure if I'm really going to want it or not. It may or may not be worthwhile to have for a particular boss fight later on. So, anyway, only one place left to go here in Canterlot. Alright. He's being protected by a force field. Oh. Actually, it's not even the door. I'm actually talking to this tile. Anyway, yeah, force field. We can't see Princess Celestia. Oh, well. Anyway. Well, I'm not sure quite how long. It's probably gone on long enough, though. So, yeah, next time on Let's Play My Little Pony RPG, The Elements of Harmony, I'm not going to grind for money, even though I kind of need it, and I kind of want that Fire 2 spell, but, in a way, I'm sort of going to grind. I'm actually going to be walking to the next location we need to go to for story purposes, which is a very long ways. Probably the longest distance we're going to have to cover in the game on hoof. So, until then, arrivederci.